Are you squishy or crunchy?
Oh, I am the crunch.
Hey!
Good evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accidents.
Call it a night for two dusty old has-beens because
We're done.
we're done. So here we are in Lewiston, Idaho.
Idaho.
We did make it here.
It was very late.
Questionably 3 a.m. our time, 2 a.m. their time, but you know, we made it work.
We did.
We're at the tidal wave of Canoes. We have many other things planned today. It's going to be a busy one. We're crossing an international border.
Sure are.
There's who's-its, there's what's-its. It's day 14. Let's do it. Let's pick up a hammer and nail this coffin shut.
I really wish we would.
Join us, won't you?
I insist on it.
Let's go. Why did the canoe blush? It saw the river's bottom. You know, is that a canoefanism for something? Hello, babies, and welcome back to Does Size Matter Part 3, the remix. I'm your host, David They, and today I am out in Lewiston, Idaho. I did need some canoeuvering, where behind me you can find this tidal wave of canoes. The sculptor Christopher Fennell, Canoe to Tot, built Canoe Wave, a waveform sculpture by welding more than 50 canoes together. The work was created as a tribute to the American explorers Lewis and Clark for the bicentennial of their expedition. But orphanly, the tribute extends out into the pond where there's canoe water lilies. The sculpture is 64 feet long and 24 feet high. Can you believe that? I think that's enough for me here. Canoes, Amber. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, canoe. Goodbye. The world's largest radio flyer wagon is not just a sculpture to be viewed, but to be played on as well. That was so hot on my... Hello, ladies, and welcome back to Does Size Matter Part 3, the remix. I'm your host, David They, and today I am out in Spokane, Washington, where you can find the world's largest radio flyer wagon. Well, let's get a closer look. So while anyone under the age of 40 is not likely to remember a time where kids were satisfied with things as simple as toys, you know, all the kids these days with their friggin' iPads. Yeah, things were simpler back when you just had a radio and a dream. Well, no, I'm not old enough either. Thanks a lot, Apple. The big red wagon in Spokane's Riverfront Park ensures that future generations don't forget the wonder of those simpler times. Built in 1989 as a part of the centennial celebration of children, the vintage toy replica stands 12 feet tall and is made up of over 26 tons of concrete and steel. Wagon wheel Watusi. Children and adults alike are welcome to climb into the bed of the wagon, which is big enough to fit 300 people. I don't think 300 people are fitting in there. Should we like roll with it or whatever? It is activating my inner wheel being. Even though simple red wagons have lost some of their childhood cachet, this larger-than-life icon of innocence does a fine job of transforming visitors back to the days when imagination was king. Anyway, that's it from me out here in Spokane, Washington. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, goodbye. I'm running late because I love to procrastinate a wagon. Did you have a radio flyer when you were a kid? I had one that was like a pedal. Like it was like a little pedal bike, a pedal wagon. I had the time of my life on that thing. Visitors press a button on the rock and listen for the vacuum. I remember standing up there with the microphone by the goat, saying to myself, this is the nuttiest thing I've ever seen. Hello, babies, and welcome back to Does Size Matter Part 3, the remix. I'm your host, David They, and today I am out in Spokane, Washington, where you can find the garbage goat, the nun goat, the welding nun garbage goat. There's lots of different options. The garbage goat has been eating the trash of Spokane since the mid-1970s, making him one of the world's hardest working pieces of public art. The vacuum-powered stainless steel goat was designed and built by the late sister Paula Mary Turnbull, known to the world as the welding nun. Sister Paula decided that simply shoving trash into an animal's mouth was not fun enough and outfitted the goat with a powerful internal vacuum connected to a hidden trash barrel. Place trash in the palm of their hand and hold it under the goat's nose. What the hell? And flump. What is happening? The trash instantly disappears. The Parks Department provided figures documenting that the goat had eaten more than 14,000 cubic yards of trash in the 40 years it's been here. Mostly napkins, tissues, leaves, popcorn, and the occasional child's mitten. Anyway, babies, that's it for me. Thanks for watching this nutty installment of Does Size Matter? And I'll see you in the next one. Let's do this one more time. I can't. It's so silly. So that was the garbage goat and the wagon.
Love both of them.
Wagon wheel Watusi.
Yes, it was.
So now we are headed to our final stop. That's sad.
Right?
That's sad.
Show's over.
Show's almost over.
That's tough. That's tough.
I know. Oh, my D and my T are so effed. So we're going to Lady Lake Liberty in somewhere. There, that's where we're going, in Idaho. So let's do that
Hell yeah.
for the last one. Wow. We are here at the last stop. We have our matching shirts on.
Matches the card. You get it.
Yeah, it's branding. Come on, you got a little. I'm not gonna fix that one for you.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
The placement was a little questionable. Yeah, we're here in Sandpoint, Idaho, getting ready to film at the Statue of Liberty.
Come on, Lurby.
It's gonna be great. Let's go do it. Serving some liberty. Hello, babies, and welcome back to the final installment of Does Size Matter Part 3, the remix. I'm your host, David They. What does the Statue of Liberty stand for? Well, she can't sit down, so anything you want. And today I am out in Sandpoint, Idaho, standing in front of Lady Lake Liberty. The Statue of Liberty makes for a great addition to the already beautiful view. It arrived here in 2003 as a gift to the city from the Turner family. Oh, you just gotta turn that crown upside down, bestie. Babies, it has been quite an incredible journey. We have driven 7,800 kilometers and we're still not home. Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, over 100 hours of footage, 66 attractions. It's over, I'm ready for an independence, and so much more. So babies, if you're interested, come on down to Sandpoint, treat yourself out here with Lady Lake Liberty out in this gorgeous view. Thanks for watching all the videos. I love and appreciate the support, and I'll see you maybe soon. Bye. So, we're officially concluded the filming portion of Does Size Matter Part
3.
The remix.
Yeah.
The hills do have eyes.
But ours are sleeping right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna go lay down for 6 more weeks of winter, except we're not, because we have a 6-hour drive. We're gonna go find out what the border agents think of our car that's stuffed to the roof.
Right.
Let's go get some food
What?
and take off all these layers.
Oh my God.
And now we're across the border.
Back into the land of maple syrup.
British Columbia? Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we just gotta drive back on to Alberta.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I can't believe
We're back in the land of Canada.
we are. It's Canada. Soak it in. I'm gonna say now, Amber, that it's all over. I need the one.
Fuck.
Who's the one? Just go ahead and forget all 76 attractions.
Right.
We did.
Where did we even go?
Yeah, did we like go somewhere?
I think we went somewhere.
Right, back then we went somewhere. Yeah, what's your number one experience?
Grand Canyon.
Oh, Grand Canyon. And we were debating that before we went in.
Yeah.
Okay, Grand Canyon. I love that. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And just because you hear about all the Grand Canyon.
You're like, is it that grand?
Turns out.
It is.
It is. It's deep.
And it's wide.
Oh, God, don't even get me started on the why. Do a lot of single guys come in here to get their baklava?
Yeah, I'm looking for George and
I
Jack.
think we're striking out here.
This isn't the land.
This is Glendale. This isn't the land. Okay, your number one was the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
My number one, I'm going with the Space Needle.
Oh, yeah, that was really good, too.
I really liked the Space Needle. And because, like, we didn't just, like, go there and rush through and move on. Like, we #vibed up there.
We did. We were there for a while.
Like, 2 hours, I would say, up there.
And it was so cool getting the sunset and, like,
Mm-hmm.
dusk.
Thank God we put in the extra effort to research when the sun would set at the Space Needle on that
Right.
day in particular. Okay, then what was your least favorite experience? Yeah, my least favorite experience, I'm gonna say, was Mopop.
Really?
I did not care for Mopop.
I liked
Why? Explain to me why.
Like, it was a museum, but it didn't feel like a museum to me.
Didn't feel like a Poindexter.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
all very curated to, like, younger people.
You felt that? I felt it was curated to our parents when they were young.
Like the gaming section.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and the
no, that's
instrument
fair.
sound lab.
I forgot about the sound lab.
Yeah, because you
When we
played
sat
it
in there and dinked around on the piano. That was fun.
Yeah.
That part was cool. We have seen and interacted with so many people for so long. In
Yes.
so many different ways. Like the traffic out of San Francisco when it took us like 4 hours to get anywhere. That was crazy. What was your top like attraction where we filmed and it was Welcome to Does Size Matter?
Because the one I'm thinking of, it's also an experience, but you did film there.
What is it?
The observatory.
That one was cool. I really liked that
I
one.
liked that one.
And kind of the same again that we vibed there as well.
Yeah.
Standing on the edge.
And we were going to go to a show, and we're kind of bummed we missed it, but it was still cool.
It was. And then thinking about it critically afterward, we would have been straight effed for time if we got into that show.
Right?
Because everything just takes so friggin'
And
long.
I didn't realize, like, it had exhibits and things inside the observatory. Like, I thought it was just the telescope
Oh,
and, like, the planetarium.
you weren't expecting the exhibits.
No. It was my least favorite attraction. Oh, I know what it is.
What?
The no cruising sign. Because that means nothing to me.
Well, you know what it means.
I know what it means, but it has
You know
no
what it means.
personal implications for me.
Oh, wow. That's a 12-cent phrase right there. Good for you.
Thank you.
My personal implications render me a dumbass.
Fucked.
I don't know what my least... Oh, no, I do. My least favorite one was the woman. The Iron Woman laying at the mall.
I really liked her.
I didn't care for her.
Didn't care for those new titties.
Amber, please.
I mean, they're gonna see it, hopefully.
Yeah, but we're not saying titties.
Sorry, breasts.
Breasts.
My
boobs,
breast
and titties.
augmentation.
My breast augmentation. It's feeling more like me. Breast augmentation. Did you salinate this lake? Yeah, honestly, I'm dying to know, and if I have to do another Google search in the next week, I'm gonna lose it.
If I have to maps anything.
Yeah, so somebody let us know in the comments who salinated Great Salt Lake. They're gonna say it was Jesus, wasn't it? Might just be because it happened earlier today, but I really loved the garbage goat.
That was really good.
That was so cool.
And the wagon was fun.
Wagon wheel with goats. I also really love the Statue of Liberty. That's gonna be such a cool video.
She wasn't high on my list. She's okay for me.
For me, it's the fact that the background was all water.
Yeah.
And it was at the end of the dock. That was so fun.
What was favorite hotel? And least favorite hotel?
The caboose was number one.
Same.
I'm gonna say last night was my least favorite.
I'm gonna say wherever it was with the really dark granny chair shower. That was my least favorite.
Yeah, that was Motel 6 in Delano.
Yes.
Yeah. The fact that we stayed at 14 different hotels over 14 nights.
I have slept in 14 different beds.
That's crazy. Our faces have hit 14 different No, at least, because times 2.
Yeah.
28 different pillows, at least in the last 14 days. That was my favorite one. I really loved the salt flats.
Those were cool.
But most of that is because of the pictures that came out of that.
Yeah.
The pictures were so cool. Okay, I have my number one attraction.
Fuck yeah, let's hear it.
My number one attraction was the gum wall.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I loved the gum wall.
It was gross, but it was cool.
Any memorable interactions with people?
It's called a cave kiss.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't think we've explained that. So, in the Shasta Caverns, I don't remember her name. I don't think we ever knew
I
her
don't
name.
remember it either.
But the tour guide that we had through the Shasta Caverns was quite entertaining.
She was great.
And as she's like walking away, leading our tour up a staircase, a kid got a drop of water on their face from the cave. And the kid went, "Oh, I got water on my face." And she screams. And then it echoed to, "It's called a cave kiss." And we just laughed so hard. She was so fun. Yeah, and then the guy at that hotel that was shocked that we were checking in after midnight.
Yeah, just stared at us.
Like, glared at us as we walked in. Like, Dusty, you're the one working here. Like, I don't know, just...
I don't know, man. Our system's gonna go down any minute.
Yeah, how does your system... Like, hotels don't end at midnight. I had, like, over 100 outfits in this car.
See.
But that's the thing, too, that gets me, is because I'll go back and look through all of these videos and be like, this is still the same day.
Right.
I've been in like 14 different outfits at this point. Welcome to Average Transport.
And if there's one thing I gained out of this experience is I can handle road curves like
Oh my god, yeah. You go back and watch the time lapse of the Sequoia National Forest, where it turns to dusk before your very eyes, and then it's pitch black.
and thunderstorm
Oh god.
and misty.
Yeah, the rain, the fog, the oncoming lights, the twists and turns, pitch black. The only thing that would have made it worse was construction,
Yes.
and that was
Yes.
yesterday. The amount of, I don't know if privilege is the right word, but there definitely is quite a lot of privilege we benefit from being able to do all of this stuff.
Right.
Even if I like rewind my life for the last few years, like 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this just from like a stamina standpoint.
Yeah.
Like my body wouldn't have been able to handle it, my brain wouldn't have been able to handle it. Because it truly just was bus, club, another club, plane, next place, no sleep,
No sleep.
and no fear. Except sometimes there was fear,
A little bit.
especially at night in the dark.
Yes. Oh, and I think too, lining up with the drive to Sequoia, not quite as dangerous, but the one to the Grand Canyon.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because it was so desolate and so hot.
It was like 45 degrees. And then,
No service.
yeah, 45 degrees, no service, Trump signs, middle of the desert.
Dead cows on the road.
going where we have no idea where. Yeah, that Nevada road was crazy town. Put an F in the chat. And then when we got there and saw everybody lined up in 40 degrees in direct sun.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh good, we have to pay another thing. I was impressed with Salt Lake City, how safe it was, and how, especially like saddling up in my mini skirt in the middle of the night downtown to film.
Right?
The high roller was so cool.
High roller was cool.
And the context of it all, like we get out of the show and Amber's like, I want to do the Ferris wheel. And then you look it up and it's like, well, we have to go 3 minutes ago if we want to make it.
Yeah, and we got on just in time. We got off right as they closed.
Power walking in my glitter boots down to the high roller. Got on at the last second. And we were the last people on it that night because they were eating it right then.
And that was mostly the best time to go because there was only 4 of us in that little cabin.
That cabin was so big to what I thought it would be.
Right.
Like you could probably, not comfortably so, but fit 50 people in there.
And like looking at it, because we could see it from our hotel room, looking at it, it didn't look that big.
Oh, do you remember when we took the gondola out of the hospital?
The Skytram in Portland.
Yeah, the Skytram in Portland goes from the hospital to the hospital. So we parked at the hospital in Portland to go take a ride on that.
And then I remember too seeing people with like organ carrying cases.
Yeah, like it was Halloween. I'm just like gobsmacked and overwhelmed right now.
With all the things we did.
And like the conclusion of it all, because this drive is so nice as a conclusion.
Yes.
If there's somebody who's watching this who is like, I want to do that, there's obviously the monetary constraints because this was exceedingly expensive.
Very.
So we do lead with a lot of privilege to be able to do this. But is there like a mental like piece of advice or something that you would give to somebody who wants to do something like this?
I'd say just keep an open mind. Like, 'cause things can go haywire. Like that day when we were getting out of San Fran and plans change.
There's like 4 hours of extra traffic than what you planned for.
Yeah. But like it still worked out in the end.
It really did. Yeah.
And like I always looked at it too of look at all the other cool stuff we did and saw.
And then keep it pushing because there's more coming. Yeah, I feel like mine is similar, but like you have to plan so much.
Organization is key.
Because how many hours of planning do you think we engaged in, both together and separately on our own, before we even left? How many hours did you put into this trip?
I'm gonna say a solid like 40, 50.
Yeah, keep an open mind. And it's kind of like both are true. You have to be like rigid, on schedule, extremely planned, but also flexible.
Yeah.
And
like really do your research with like, say, hours of operations for things or like access to things, I guess.
do you have to pay for it? Can you park close to it, or do you have to walk to it? Is it gonna be busy? What time is the sunset? Because like we did all of that planning. We easily could have put in another 20 hours really fine-tuning everything.
And like even with all that planning, we still came up with unexpected like park entrance fees or
so much
participation fees.
And like writing things down because you think you're gonna remember, but there's no way. Do you remember the Nutcracker that's only up in December?
Yeah.
I read that when I was doing the scripts, and I was like, okay, I'll have to tell Amber so we don't do that.
And then we went and searched for it.
It was the moment you said it's only in December, and I did like Raven Baxter premonition into the future. My mind just went, fuck.
Like shit.
As I was sitting at my laptop a week and a half earlier, I'm like, yeah, I knew that. Yeah. And any last words here, Amber, as we wrap this up?
If you're on the edge, you're edging of whether you want to do something like this or not, I say go for it, because it is a really incredible and phenomenal experience.
What you learn about yourself and how you just learn so much, and it's almost like you never can put your finger on what you've learned, but it's almost like you grow, not almost, you do grow into such a more developed individual
Yes.
by just going out and seeing new things and navigating new experiences
Meeting new people.
and just doing all this other stuff. Like, I have such a renewed sense of like confidence in myself
Yes.
in all the ways, like physical confidence, mental confidence. Like, it just builds, maybe it builds your self-efficacy, I think, doing
Yeah.
stuff like this. Because I remember looking at our plan and like showing it to people, and I'm like, yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Because it sounds crazy. And even now, as I go through the pictures, it looks crazy.
Right?
I can't believe we've done this.
Can't believe we've done this.
Just gotta turn it up and rip the knob off.
Yeah.
This one girl is a paid actress, I swear.
She's got a lot of bounce.
It's actually, she has zero bounce because it's hairspray to hell and back. But I ran out of hairspray this morning, so it seemed like a sign. Yeah, so take it from us and go do it. If you can, if you have the opportunity.
And it doesn't have to be as big and grandiose as what we just did for part 3. But if
Yeah.
it's like a weekend trip or something.
Because, like, mind you, I have sauce on the stove. Mind you, the first time we ever did this, part 1 was 1 day.
Yeah.
And we went out and filmed, I think, at 10 or 11 different attractions. And we were like, that was amazing. We need to do it again. So then we went for 1 week the next year. And here we are at the end of number 3
Do 2 weeks.
on day 14. All right. Well, as the sun sets and we're in gorgeous British Columbia,
Just call it a night.
I'm going to keep the time lapse on so you can watch our final descent into Alberta. But yeah, if you watched all the vlogs, thanks so much for watching our beef jerky
Yes.
faces doing all these things for all these days.
So much fun.
If you're watching this near the time that it comes out, it's probably next year already, which is fun.
Maybe we'll be on part 4 already.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I can't even.
I can't.
No. It'll be at the 1 month mark when I'm ready to see your fucking face again. That I'll be like, so,
What do you think about this?
how about like middle America down to like Texas or something?
Sign me up.
Exactly. It all depends how their election goes. Because then I'm
Yeah.
not. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed literally all of our nonsense.
Because we enjoyed it.
So much. We're going to be dining out on these stories for a literal lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it is too. It's not just all of the tchotchkes and the hundreds of dollars we spent in gift shops across the nation. It's the pictures.
And the stories we have to tell about
Yeah.
getting to those
And
pictures.
the memories. And like, I was going to say I'm going to have trouble falling asleep tonight because it's just all going to be running through my head, but I don't think I'm going to have any problems sleeping
Oh,
tonight.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
I'm
Yeah.
going to want to go through all my things, but I know I'm going to get into my bedroom and be like, nope,
That's it.
there's my bed.
So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't seen those other videos, there's 13 other vlogs that you can go watch of time lapses and the who's it's and what's it's and the
The bits and
olive and the
bobs.
cup and the beach and the space needle and the mountains
And
and
Chihuly.
the caverns. Just
The acid flow.
so much. Yeah. If you want to see the Does Size Matter videos, you can watch the compilations here on my YouTube channel. Or if you want to watch them as they come out live, you can follow me on Instagram at davidthey or TikTok at david_they. Hopefully those URLs haven't changed in the last year, past me, future me, me. But yeah. Oh, this is so overwhelming.
Right? I'm like, I don't want it to end.
I don't want to reach forward and turn that off because as soon as that live button is off,
That's tough.
we're just a bunch of
Dusty old twats.
we're just a bunch of dusty beef jerky faced
Dead
idiots.
eyes, slack jaw.
butter eating, driving through the mountains with a car packed to the rafters full of things. But yeah, I had the best time.
Me too.
So
And
good.
I would absolutely do it all over again.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't have any regrets of like choosing to do it, putting in the time and money, which is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it from us. Ramona and Beaches.
Signing off.
And that's oh yeah, and for the last time, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that's it. Wrap it up. Oh shit. That was so perfect. We're in Lethbridge, baby.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. So, good night, good luck, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye,
All that other stuff.
all that other stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Goodbye.
Are you squishy or crunchy?
Oh, I am the crunch.
Hey.
Good evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accidents. Run.
Call it a night for two dusty old has-beens because
We're done.
we're done.